All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and tonight we are rejoining the crew of Heroes Wanted after a tense battle between some guards and the group. Uh, they are now dealing with the slaughter. Uh, uh, and they are now dealing with the aftermath. One of the guards lies dying, gurgling from a slit throat. Lillian has made it known that she would like to attempt to save his life. So you are going to roll an uh, dexterity check to see how quickly you can move, and then you will cast your spell, and we shall see if his life is indeed saved or if it is all for naught.
I'm blind, by the way.
Oh, hold on.
Just a straight dex.
Yeah, dexterity save.
Abe?
All right, so now cast your spell.
It won't let me target the guy.
Oh, it's minimum amount. I hope it works.
Yeah. So, as you channel your magical life-saving energy into uh, the guard, you can see the wound on his neck begin to heal. However, as it seals over, you can see that his breathing has stopped. You must apply a medicine check to try and get his heart beating and his lungs breathing again, as he is slipping into a death like state anyway. Even though you healed the wound on his neck, he was dying for long enough to where he's gonna kind of go comatose and then die.
Uh, what was it? What is it? And was it?
I mean, am I really the person for that? I got like a +3. Come on.
Well, if somebody else has a better medicine check, they can jump in and
Yeah,
I will try to administrate some kind of cardiac arrest, or well, Donovan already learned.
yeah. So Donovan, quick acting, standing right over this man, uh, with Harbeck assisting. They both understand the basics of CPR, and together they make sure that the guard starts breathing again. Who's compressing and who's kissing him?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think CPR was invented yet. But
No, it wasn't really, but these guys rolled high enough that I'm going to, say that they have the basic understanding of it, but
Yeah,
somebody's got to breathe some air into his lungs.
and they are both doing it, so someone should go for other part.
Yep. Who's got the head?
I will.
All right. So, as the guard begins to sputter and wake up coughing, uh he is grateful, but as he goes to say think he reaches into his mouth and he begins to pull out one extremely long red hair from Harbeck's beard that had become lodged in his throat.
This campaign has took a dark turn.
Yeah.
More like a humorous turn.
Good morning, Sleepy.
Yeah, so he's like, "Oh my god. I thought I was a dead man."
Well, you're not. So what now?
Hands in the air.
Just look around.
Uh let's see. You are humping the one guard's leg. The other guy's knocked out. The other guy's knocked out, and the one guy's wounded. But my captain's up and talking to that big guy over there.
Hey, Sheriff, stand him down.
You guys, um, yeah, we, we have to bring you in.
No, you don't.
For what charge? Please explain all of them
Yeah,
in
so,
order.
see, the thing is we were told that you guys were assaulting villagers, and although we were told to collect the fine for the dead cow, we were told to bring you in to speak with the magister anyway.
Who is this magister?
Magister Lehman, he is the person in charge of our province.
Is this a different province? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. This is to the west of Lakeshore and Maidlow. But before Carpathia.
Well, we're on the trail of some cultists that stole some property. We don't have time for that.
You guys are the ones who like killed that dude's cow and threatened him with weapons. Like, you're the terrorists.
It attacked us, and I told him to go away. He couldn't prove it was his cow.
Well, I mean,
And in that time, we thought it was just a wild animal, so we killed it for food.
did it
Is
have
that
a
a crime?
did it have a brand on it?
Uh, did it?
How
Yeah.
do you expect us to see that while it's attacking us?
Yeah, but the guy told you about the brand, and you guys remembered seeing
it's-
that.
Yeah,
Wait,
after
it's
we
nighttime?
butchered it.
Yeah, it is nighttime right now.
So we should sue him for letting his animals attack us.
Actually, he was transporting his cow legally.
Legally, he said he lost his cow from its cage, and it was wandering nilly-nilly, and then attacked us.
That's not what
So-
he said. He said that he was transporting his cow to the fair legally. And you guys attacked and killed it and drove him off.
I remember he said it cut out from in its cage.
Well, you can tell that to the magister then.
Oh, I see now. That fucker did first testify.
I like how Aleander all of a sudden gets mad. He's like, "Oh, that motherfucker lied."
I tell you guys,
Of course he lied. Ugh.
I know how this is gonna end.
I mean, you
I mean-
probably should go and actually look where the attack happened.
Yep. It
I
was
really doubt
middle
he was
of the road
transporting it through the middle of a river.
Why?
with no
That's the river that
assistance.
we have to cross in order to get over to Maidlow, where the tournament is, where the fair is.
Does he have any kind of
Soggy did not see
proof
cow in
about
cage.
this?
Soggy saw cow in
Hold,
in
hold on, one at a time. Let's let Aleander finish, and then whoever was second, and then Hazard, you'll go third. So Aleander, what were you saying?
Does he have any kind of witness or proof?
Okay, and then who else was trying to say something?
I mean, I just interjected and pointed out that they should probably go look where the attack actually happened.
Yeah, I
And why
heard
would he
that.
be transporting it in the middle of the river? That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, okay, I heard that part. And then finally, Hazard, what were you saying?
Soggy did not see it in cage. Soggy saw it in river without person. Soggy
You guys
says
keep
as-
that animal on a leash.
Are you saying to Soggy?
Yeah, you there. And they motion at Donovan. Where is this thing's harness?
Well, it's
You
talking
do
walking
realize that
lizard
this thing
people.
could. You do realize that this thing could probably kill every single one of you, dude, right?
We got halberds. They're like an
No.
axe on a stick.
No, Soggy is a powerful magical being.
Soggy,
He's a
don't
what?
say that.
He's a what now? What's going on with him?
Remember,
they just saw me doing all
it's an
kinds of like.
anti-music magic campaign.
Well,
Meaning that-
Lily, they are still aiming to bring you in, so you know.
But saying that specifically is bad.
He can cast magic. That's why.
Well, Lily right now is getting away with it because she cast healing, and everybody knows that only clerics can heal. So they think that she's like divine.
Well, there is one divine person in this group, but he ain't nice.
Yeah. There's two, and neither one of them are all that nice.
I will pour a handful of gems out on the rock that's in between us and say, isn't there a way that we can settle?
Well, I'm not paying for that cow.
How
Or-
many how many gold pieces worth of gems are we talking about here?
100.
Ooh.
That's plenty. Ah,
100. The sheriff's eyes light up, and he's like, "What about my men?"
Anyway, look, we don't want to kill you. You don't want to kill us. Can't we just pay off the cow and call it a day?
Well, what your friend dumped out there looks like appropriate compensation for me getting shot in the gut. But my men have been through a lot. You knocked out Olaf's teeth. you cut Gregard's shoulder. You incapacitated Edric, and that creature is still humping David's leg. And oh yeah, let's not forget that you slit Norm's throat.
They should have lessons in life.
Well, they were
I think they should
just-
get 20 gold pieces each.
Take the gem or leave it. Your choice.
Okay, I'll leave it and arrest you all and confiscate your stuff.
Soggy says,
You
even
just
gold,
saw how that
what?
worked out for you, right?
Yeah, but we're expecting reinforcements.
I am just looking at fucking idiot for a solid 10 seconds.
You already just told us that you're gonna leave here and call for reinforcements, and now they're already on their way.
Do you have sending stone or some kind?
You know, the funny part is we don't need reinforcements. And I'll start walking off.
So if anybody
saying?
wants to roll insight,
Yeah, I'm rolling insight. Where is my insight? Ha! Shittler.
Well, damn, at least it was better than my roll.
so yeah, I mean he seems pretty confident that they got reinforcements coming.
Then I will grab his crop and start rummaging. Can I do that?
You grab his what?
Scrub. Was it?
Oh, his scruff,
I'm-
like the scruff of his
Yes.
neck?
Yup.
Yeah, okay, so right before we roll for initiative to see if you do that, Lily, you are pretty sure that the guard is just bluffing.
I mean, I rolled twice on accident, and my first one was a 1.
Yeah. Harbeck. Oh, that's athletics. What are you doing? Oh, you're climbing up there.
High
Okay.
ground.
So as everybody's kind of arguing and everything, the dwarf goes to slip away, and so you're gonna have to roll stealth versus his perception to see if he notices.
Oh, I said I just stood up and walked away.
Okay, then as soon as you begin to stand up and walk away, he says, "Seize that dwarf!" And then you run and climb up the hill before they can. That's what the crit on your athletics will be. Follow that
Didn't-
bird.
Didn't they say they surrendered?
Yeah,
I-
when they were half dead, but now you guys raised the dude up and everything, so you know.
I mean, he's
No, we
still
just
like halfway
healed-
dead. He just barely.
Yeah, we
like,
just
touched-
healed his neck. Like, we didn't. One dude's still down. One dude's knocked out. Another dude's like half dead. There's another dude that's been like, that has like 3/4 of his health. Yeah, but I mean, these guys. I mean, sure, if they're that determined.
I'm still I am still objecting about killing them. I mean,
And because they can sense that, they are pushing their advantage.
We could always just knock them out and tie them up.
that was my first idea, but yeah.
You know what? Tying them up
Things
would be
went
too
south.
much because they wouldn't be able to defend themselves here in the wild. But we could just knock them out.
Yep.
We're having
All right.
this right in front of them.
Yeah, I
So-
like how you guys are just like, should we just knock them out
you
or
know
should
what?
we kill them?
Doggy is
what-
just panicking and holding on to the guy's leg even tighter.
Yeah, he continues to try to get you off, but it's very cartoonish in appearance.
Soggy, everybody. The kobold that just won't let go of your leg.
Oh, look, no reinforcements yet.
Well, it is nighttime, so.
So yeah, any reaction from that intimidation roll of 19? We're standing there talking, going, "Let's just knock."
Yeah, so as you guys are discussing how you're going to like beat the shit out of them and possibly kill them, the 3 wounded guards look back at the sheriff, who like gives them the look that like, yeah, we're gonna go, and they're just like, oh man. And so now they all have to roll a wisdom to see if they can overcome their fear or if they are going to surrender. Yeah, so
It's pitiful.
all 3 of them throw their weapons to the ground and surrender and kneel down. Except for the one
No,
who's got
no.
soggy.
We've been through this. Just get your shit and go.
And so they're like just kind of crawling away. They like are not making any threatening gestures whatsoever. Oh, but they like are afraid to ask, but they stop by their friend who's incapacitated and see if they can drag him along with them.
Sure thing.
Okay, so one of them kind of wakes up the guy who is knocked out, and the other 2 grab the guy who is incapacitated, and they all dip. And the sheriff is just like, "You gutless cowards! I'm gonna make sure that you're all written up, and you'll be hanged as traitors."
I'll yell out to them, don't forget the gems.
They aren't even interested in them. They're like gone. They think it's a trap.
Oh, you still had him sitting there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess now that we're walking away, it's gonna go talk with Harbeck.
The sheriff says, "Where are you going? I said surrender yourselves to my authority."
Look, man, you're bothering me. Get out of here.
No, you guys are coming with me. I cannot
Soggy,
go
then-
back empty-handed, or I will be tried along with my men.
Liliana walk forward and give him a sugar cookie.
He slaps it out of your hand and he says, "Little girl, this is not a joke."
I mean, I thought
I-
you said you didn't want to go back empty-handed. I was gonna give you a tasty treat.
I take his halberd.
How about a
Can I?
cool picture instead?
Where are you going, Aleander? You.
I will take his halberd.
Oh, you grab his weapon. Okay,
Yup.
So in order to grab his weapon, it's the same as a grapple attempt, but you'll be grabbing his weapon instead. So you'll be disarming him. So you can roll athletics versus his athletics.
And because of powerful field advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you grab his halberd and twist it out of his hands, and now he has no weapon. And he says, I was already outnumbered. I am ordering you in the name of the Magister to surrender yourselves to my authority. And give me
Oh,
my
wait.
and give me
Wait.
my halberd back.
Soggy then sort of peeps up and says, "Is Magister Bloodsucker?"
What? 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 Why would he? No, the Magister is a man.
But Soggy thought that all most humans here serve Vampire Lord.
What?
Hey, Soggy. A little later. Don't pay attention to my friend here. Sometimes his magical prowess overwhelms.
All the more reason why that thing needs to be on a leash.
Stop trying to leash anyone. Just tell me about this Magister first.
Well, his name is Magister Layman. He has been our Magister for almost a decade, and he, before that, was the leader of the town treasury, like the department of making sure that everybody gets paid and taxes are collected and everything. And then he became the magister when the king of New Eglia, the monarch, so to speak, they call it something different from a king, but it works out to a king. Rose him to the magister because he did such a good job of collecting taxes that the town of Warway was able to actually pay off their debts, and now they are prospering because the village of Hatham, which the Magister oversees as part of this province, has been so profitable for them, and he did such a good job, so he made him the Magister of the whole area. So, yeah.
Who do you serve now? Who is his superior?
Well, he serves the king of New Eglia, who lives in Warway. Um, that's his like direct supervisor. Other than the king, there's a few nobles that would like have seniority and be able to kind of boss him around and all that. But as far as like in his province, he is second only to the king and speaks for the king in his province.
So, nobles such as who?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the detect evil. Some divine senses. Are these guys like anything other than what they appear to be? And that's kind of late.
Oh,
N-
yeah,
No,
not the
no, these guys are normal humans that are guards because they were bigger and stronger and or unlucky enough to get conscripted into the military, like they just are regular men who are a bit of jerks because they've always been a bit bigger and stronger than most people, and then also now that they have the authority, they're used to people offering them 1 to 10 gold pieces for letting them get away with curfew, letting them sneak some contraband items into the town, ignoring the fact that they, beat up their neighbor or various other things. Like they're used to getting bribed constantly. So, it's not a case of them being evil. It's a case of them living in a different kind of society and a different time than the one that we live in. Whereas now we would expect, most police officers to honorably decline a.
You know what? Something in me. I don't know. I feel inspired. You've given me a change of heart. You guys are very driven. Let's go see this magistrate of yours.
Yeah, let's do this. You guys come with me.
Wait, don't we have pressing issue?
I'm gonna. So the
Excited.
guy who just said that, I want to pick him up by his collar.
That's the sheriff, right here. So.
Soggy sort of looks confused and says, "What about sword?
Yeah,
Johnny
what
got
about your sword?
Coincidentally
Swords come
enough,
and go.
the way that the cultists went is past this guy's town.
Yeah, how coincidental.
Look, swords come and go. Right now, the sword I have is this one. Maybe tomorrow I'll have another one. Who knows how powerful or how weak the one I'll use next will be? It doesn't matter. The only weapon that you see standing before you is my.
But Soggy, it was very powerful blade, and yours alone, or Don Ivan. It is very important."
But it was powerful because I was the one who was wielding it. In someone else's hands, it'll be completely different. A completely different weapon.
Is
Just
it
like whatever
though?
my next weapon.
These are
If I happen upon it again, of course, don't get me wrong, I will be very happy to see it. But who knows what other kind of weapons I may have in the future. As I said before, guys, I am a blacksmith. One day I will make the ultimate weapon.
Well, that's good news. So, are we all going? I mean,
Yeah, let's go. Why not? It's clear that these guys aren't going to leave us alone. So let's find out what it is they want, get it over with, and then we can go and continue on. Besides
not,
this, and I'm going to do like some quotey symbols in the air. This magistrate sounds important.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I just hope that no one else is as weird as these guys.
I'm not gonna return his halberd. I just leave it there.
He'll pick it up if you leave it.
Well, Donovan is pulling him towards
then
the
just
town,
break
so
it between your legs, like break it on your knee.
I thought Donovan is grappling him and dragging his
So
ass.
I'm just saying, like, okay, pick up your damn weapons. Let's start walking. But I'm trying to assert myself in a manner of which I am telling them to pick up their weapons. They're not picking them up because they're the ones in charge and we're getting arrested. It's, yeah, let's get this over with. We're going. Pick up your stuff.
Pick up.
Yeah, because they dropped all their weapons. So I'm just telling them, like, just, pick up your, stop surrendering and let's go.
Yeah.
I am willing to go with them, yes.
No, I'm asking Harbeck because he said he
Oh.
lost Discord.
Yeah, I was mistaken.
Soggy is certainly coming around with Donovan.
Like, don't get me wrong, Donovan is totally with. I mean, I'm assuming, of course. I'm on the impression that Harbeck is not the surrendering imprisoned type. Like, well, but I think out of curiosity, we'll go with these guys.
I'm not going to surrender and give up my weapons to anybody.
See, exactly. Like, to be fair, I think that if in the very least that last little battle we had with them earned our way to basically be able to stake our claim that we're going with them and they were not their prison.
I mean, it's also a possibility that, like, with the situation as it is, like, this guy, he might be throwing out orders, but he's not really in control at all. Like, I don't know if anyone will even listen to him. Especially if there's any of those other guys, like...
He couldn't
kinda
carry
got
all
that
of your
escape.
weapons either, and I think that you put it
Yeah.
pretty succinctly there that, like, you guys have, you know, made your position clear that, like, we'll go with you, but don't think for 1 second that, like, we can't just, you know, kill you or run off or do whatever we want. Like, we're coming with you of our own volition here.
So are we going? Why am I echoing?
For some reason, Harbeck's mic will randomly be weird. Does like a weird echo thing every once in a while.
May I suggest wearing headphones, Harbeck?
He might not have Discord back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Discord could be funky.
so are we going or not?
I think we were waiting for Harbeck to get back in.
It says move forward.
I'm here. If we don't have, if we're not going after your sword, what else do we have to do but placate this guy for a while?
All right, so I'm not sure if you guys may have picked up on it, but like from what I'm getting outside of character speaking wise here, I'm getting the vibe that it's like this is kind of like the story hook. And he said earlier, like
Nope,
just
nope.
kind of briefly,
Let me interject real quick because I want to be clear that everything is a potential story hook and nothing is the story hook. If you guys do not go with this guard, there is plenty of stuff planned.
Probably.
And
Well, I mean, we
if
could
you do
always just
if you
meet the
do go with
weirdo
the
and-
guard, if you do go with the guard, there's stuff planned. It's your call here. So don't ever think that you need to do something because otherwise, like, the story doesn't continue. The story continues one way or another, just like real life.
Let's go meet a weird jackass.
well, what I
It'd be
mean
fun.
is he was like, oh, your sword kind of went off in that direction. So that's what I was
Oh
kind of
yeah,
going off with.
yeah. Like it does conveniently kind of have a all roads lead to Rome kind of thing, but like it's totally like not necessary to feel as though you need to go with these guys, nor you know, go after the sword, nor anything else. Like there will be a story no matter what you choose to do. Unless you guys all choose to kill yourselves, I guess like that would be the one curveball that I couldn't really make a story out of.
So are we agreeing? Jeez.
Yeah, I guess we're going along with him.
Okay.
What do we think will happen when we get to town?
Probably we were surrounded and questioned.
Yeah, well, I imagine we're gonna be like keeping an eye out for that.
Soggy is just willing to do anything Donovan is doing.
I mean, I guess we can just kind of like take what he says with a grain of salt and don't like obviously walk into a trap. But
I mean, that Magister guy does not seem to work for vampires, so maybe we can
Well, he
research
does.
some.
He does
No,
work for vampires.
he
No, the
can
political
he can
system
be
runs by.
ordered. He can be ordered around, but he works for king, not vampire lords.
Yeah, the king is a vampire.
Oh wait, is he?
The king of Carpathia is a vampire lord. This is the king
Oh,
of New Eglia.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that we walked to a different country.
You're walking to a different country. The ruler, the lord of Lakeshore, you guys suspect is a vampire. You don't have any real proof though. But Donovan
Just
would be very aware that the king of Carpathia is a well-known vampire lord, at least in the circles that like know that kind of stuff.
Well, anywho, let's get this over with. Let's get walking on to the magistrate. Um, like I said, guys. I mean, if we come across a sword again, that'd be cool. But for right now, it looks like my enemies got one over on me, and I lost the sword. If I'm lucky, I'll find another one. If not, I'll make another.
let's please proceed. I mean, there is no point staying in this map. Where are we now? I can't see anything. Now I can.
All right. So the guard leads you guys further and further, and as you continue to walk, you notice that he's looking around a lot.
what time of day is it?
It's getting near morning.
Dear morning, so it is still dark, right?
It is dark, like right at this exact second, but like in a few minutes, the sun is gonna peak up enough to where it's gonna be light. Right now, it's like that part of the morning where everything's all pink before the light actually like comes into full view.
So dim light, then
Yes.
I won't need this torch anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
I snap it out.
I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna straight up ask, what you looking for?
let's look around.
I'm just a good guard, so I know to be alert and aware of what's going on.
Is he telling the
If it's
truth?
this dark, can I have my torch out?
Yeah.
I want to roll insight.
Go ahead.
Yes, finally, some good insight.
And yeah, I rolled a 19 on perception. Did I notice anything?
Okay. So first, Oleander, when you use your insight to see if he's telling the truth about being a good guard and looking around, you can tell that he is, but he's also using that as a way to dodge the question. Harbeck and what are you rolling a survival for? Donovan, You are looking around. You don't see anything just yet.
Tracks.
Yeah, tracks. You do notice that the cultists did in fact come this way, but so uh did another person. You can't tell who, but there was another person who came this way recently.
I stopped the guard.
Okay.
Telling us what you're hiding, or you're not gonna make it to the town.
What? You're threatening
Come
me?
on, man. We already beat up your friends.
He's hiding something. I'm
not
just
hiding
saying.
anything. I'm telling you, we gotta go this way. Let's go.
I said I was stopping him, so
Oh, are you
should it
are you
be?
grappling him?
Yeah. Especially he's just charging into somewhere alone. Yes, I think I grappled him.
Yeah, you did.
What is ahead of us?
Road.
Tell me. Beside Lord.
There's road and more road. We got a long way to go.
Uh-huh. And what is at that what is at our way?
The Magister is gonna be very annoyed if we take much longer. I have to get going. Like, we gotta go.
Then let's get going. I will maintain my grapple and move with him.
Harbeck, roll for perception. You can hear heavy plated steps coming up the road around the bend that you're kind of looking across.
Hold up my hand and stop. Quiet.
I silence. No, I mean I cover Carl's mouth.
Okay, you do?
This direction or this direction?
Down this way.
Thing. I'll point in that direction and then fall back to some kind of cover.
I am just waiting for Harbeck.
So as I come past, I'll whisper to everybody, heavy boots coming from that direction.
And
Sure.
then you can see as they come into view heavily armored knights carrying great swords of terrible size. They have horned helmets and the markings of Carpathia upon their cloaks.
Is it your sword, Donovan?
Does the livery match this guard at all?
No.
So, wait, these are knights from a different area, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna go to the guard. Like, what are Knights of Carpathia doing?
I don't know. We better hide.
How much of a spectacle is it if I heal myself up?
Well, I mean, they notice you doing something, but it's not gonna like light up like a firework in the sky or anything.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll put my torch out, so we're not rolling a disadvantage.
Yeah, but it is still dim light, so we can see at least. So I'm gonna open my hand gently to enable card to speak again.
Yeah, he says we better hide.
Did you know about this?
No.
Yeah, so when we look around, like, what's the best place to actually duck behind?
Probably the trees
Oh
or
shit.
yeah, probably the trees.
Well, trees
What
it
did
is.
what did
The
I
trees
read?
to the south of the north.
To the north.
Okay, well, that's where I'm headed then.
DM, do I think he's telling the truth?
Yeah, so you roll for insight and let's see.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you are convinced that you know you should hide.
I'm still dragging him to the tree.
As you're dragging him, it starts making noise as he starts to resist you. He's like, "Hey, get your hands off me."
I cover his mouth again.
All right, so you're gonna have to roll in athletics for that because he's full on fighting you now.
Yes.
You just barely manage to get your hand over his mouth, and he bites you.
Do I take damage?
Yes,
Oh, fuck.
you take 1 damage as he bites your
Wow.
finger, and you have to roll a Constitution save to avoid crying out in pain or releasing his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you bite down hard as he bites down hard, and you manage to keep your hand over his mouth.
If you try to bite me again, I'm not gonna ensure what's gonna happen afterward.
All right, so as the Carpathian Knights begin to march past, they roll to see if they heard you guys having that little, you know, even though I'm sure you whispered it, like it's possible that they heard. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible.
Everything is possible.
Wait,
in
don't they
D&D.
have a passively percent?
They have a passive, but they're actively looking around.
By
All
the
right,
way,
so they don't hear you whispering. As they pass by, you guys can hear them just barely. Well, actually, everybody roll for perception to see how well you hear, and I'll let you know how much of the conversation you hear.
for that, I'm gonna ask Donovan that is it your sword?
Wait, what now? Is that my
That
sword?
sword is yeah.
Wait, I don't. Wait, I'm sorry. Was I not paying attention? Wait, do they have flaming swords?
No.
They are carrying great sword. I don't know what that sword is, so I'm asking you.
He said,
You kind of cut out there for me. What did you say?
He said they're carrying great swords, but because he doesn't know what your sword looks like, he's asking you if they have your sword.
Oh no, my sword is my sword was actually just but a plain hilt. Its shape could be anything that its wielder desired. But
So
when I needed it, that form a great blazing energy sword that I would be able to use to smite evil with. I could imagine more than anything that's probably why they kidnapped me in the first place. It was to get that weapon.
I'm pretty sure what they're carrying is something of great value for vampires, at least.
No, they're just carrying great swords. They just
Yeah,
carry.
but they do work for vampires, so should we ambush them?
Well, let's just keep an eye on them for right now and see what they're here for. We don't know if there could be more of them.
Do I hear anything with my roll?
Rolling perception and 10. Fuck.
All right, so Lillian, you are listening carefully for once in your career, and you can hear the guard in the back talking to the other guard in the back. They're kind of whispering low so that the leader doesn't hear them. And they're like, "Where are these New Eglian idiots? They said that they'd apprehend these criminals and bring them to us within the hour, and it's been damn near 8 hours now, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of them, nor of these fugitives. We paid them handsomely to go and bring them to us. I bet they double-crossed us. We should go and kill them."
I'm gonna walk out of the tree.
Oh shit. I'm stay hidden.
Ho
sorry,
there!
Were you assholes looking for me?
Indeed we were! Prepare to die!
Wait. They're just attacking. Ah, fuck. We lost our surprise round.
You guys don't
We-
understand. No, you guys don't understand. I just gave you all a massive advantage.
I mean, do we get some kind of advantage from
Yeah,
Jonathan?
because they only see Donovan. The rest of you are all
Oh.
hiding.
Like I'm literally holding a torch, and you guys are in the trees.
I
Like
thought
they
you
have no
stopped.
idea that you are there. You can like jump out at any time. It'd be very beneficial if you guys like jumped out from behind them. Like let them close in.
Or you guys can all take a surprise round. It's your choice.
I want to take surprise round.
Anyone
Well, of
who
course,
doesn't
do you think? But you know, you
anyone
can
who
always,
doesn't
you
take the
surprise.
surprise
You could,
yeah, anyone who doesn't take the surprise round can move around behind them and do all of that. Or you can take the surprise round and get an action in before they do anything.
Yeah, I'm doing a surprise round.
Soggy, go ahead and roll initiative.
He rolled well. Well, not that natural one.
Yeah, well, it happens. He doesn't get a standard action this turn. All right, so ignore what it says. Lillian, are you taking your surprise round?
I'm trying to think here. I'm going to ready an action. If anyone attacks Donovan, I will attack the attacker with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Soggy, are you taking your surprise round?
My surprise round. Soggy sort of yells as soon as the surprise round begins, he casts one of his favorite spells, Cloud of Daggers. Did you hear me?
Yes. All right, so you're probably going to cast it here to get all 4 of those guys. And they need to take 9 slashing damage each. No save, no nothing.
No save? Oh. Wait. Said just 9 do that to them?
Yeah, basically there's a swirling blade in every square spinning around and around, and so eventually it hits all of them for 9 damage. Is that your turn, Soggy?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Wait for a second. Okay, I will jump from the wood and land right there. So in other in surprise round, do I get advantage?
Yes.
Nice. I will pull out my clave. Where is my clave? Go. To a wide swing at discard. And I assume 25 hits.
Yes.
Right?
So as you swing your huge bladed weapon at the guard, it strikes its armor, and even though it didn't like slash through the armor, you can tell that it's still hurt.
And with other end, I will swing again. Oh, nice. Same damage though.
Yeah, unfortunately the same damage.
Oh wait, I do get my grip weapon fighting at critical.
Yes, yes you do.
So
Go ahead and roll 1d10.
the 7 was 2. So
Oh, Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So you would roll
2d10.
2d10.
Oh yeah. 8 plus my strength modifier is 4, so 12.
Yep.
He survived.
With 1 hit point.
I will end my turn.
All right. So these guys don't get around because they're all surprised. Oh, Donovan, you're actually not getting a turn either because everybody else is jumping out and you were just waiting for them to come up. So that was like basically your action for the surprise round. Your action
That's cool.
led them to get their surprise round. So like that was your surprise round.
No, I'm cool.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be said that you didn't contribute. Giving everybody else a surprise round is huge. If that was an
No,
ability
it's good.
or
It's cool.
if that was an ability or a spell to where
No,
you
if anything, that's what paladins are kind of supposed to do. That's how you use like your lawful good sort of, here, come at the banging on your shield type. Like,
yeah,
just let him go first and draw the attention. I can take the hits, and then,
yeah, absolutely. Just to finish what I was saying there, if that was an ability, a class ability or a spell, it would be one that like would be mandatory to take. Like you give up your turn and we all get a surprise round. Yeah, we'll do that every time.
Aleander and Donovan get 10 hit points to your max and your current.
Nice.
cool. I'll just
Thank
take a
you.
mental note of that.
Yeah, don't forget to write down your own HP.
No, what works best is if you just add 10 to your thing like a temporary hit point because it should wear off by the end of the battle anyway.
Well, that's the thing is like if I do that, I will forget. If I get like healing, I'll forget that like it goes past my minimum.
Oh no,
my max.
yeah, no, don't worry. I'll keep track of that for this battle. So for now, I'm just gonna add 10 to both of you, and if you end up getting healed or whatever during this battle, I'll deal with it. But after this, it'll be easier to remember that your maximum is not 62 or 32 or whatever.
And that lasts for 8 hours.
Yep.
And it was at 3rd level, so it's 10 points that they get.
Nice.
That's my turn.
It's thinking.
All right, so now we're in the normal rounds.
Um, yeah, I guess I'll. Man, I was really wishing those guys would have fucking like went normally. Yeah, I'll just hit this full HP guy.
With?
Why did everyone
Oh.
come?
You blast into the first Carpathian Knight, the apparent leader, both of your shadowy beams crackling forth like black lightning, striking him for a total of 17 force damage.
Should I just like roll 2 more? Because that should have been an advantage.
Why should it have been an advantage?
I'm an unseen attacker.
Oh, yes, correct. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so just roll 2d20. You don't have to actually roll the spell again.
I wonder what the guards are gonna do. Is he just gonna stand in the trees or?
What is he doing? I'm kinda
Okay, that's
wondering
end
about.
of my turn. Actually, I'm gonna give a bardic to toss it to Donovan.
All right.
And then that'll be the end.
Oh, well, that was comprehensive.
They're getting wrecked.
Just making a joke about how I need to go in and fill out Lillian's ability, apparently. It's just a blank box.
That means I can put whatever I want in there.
I have the power to have whatever power I want.
Sagi is prepared to fire an Eldritch Blast at one of those Carpathian guards.
Well, right now your
And-
allies are in your way.
How are they?
Nope, now you're right next to your favorite person in the world.
Indeed. Sagi sort of charges up and fires off a starfish-shaped Eldritch Blast.
Ah,
Oh,
They-
that's
At
cool.
this Carpathian Knight, the one in the front
okay,
at advantage.
yep. Your Eldritch Blast streaks forward like a starfish made out of lightning. It strikes the Carpathian Knight on his chest and seems to hug him like a starfish as the electricity crackles all around him and he drops to the ground clutching his heart.
Sagi yells at the top of his lungs, "Feel the power of the Wither!"
Okay, I'm gonna finish that
Sagi
guy.
just make
Oh.
Sagi just makes me feel like he'd be like a great like water druid.
I will use my fighting spirit. I have 3. So I should get advantage. Wow. That's max.
And that was against the guy who got hit.
Yup.
Okay, so as
That's
you
1 point left.
yeah, as you reach out with your glaive, slicing at him, you first strike his greatsword, knocking it from his hands, and then thrust your glaive up into his guts, lifting him off the ground temporarily before slamming him back to the ground dead.
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler. As my second attack, I will. Wait a minute. How can I turn this up? Oh, there you go. I will advance, take this space, and swing at that guy.
Using the momentum of your blade twirling forward, you manage to knock the Carpathian Knight back slightly with your heavy blow.
That's my turn.
And remember, the cloud of blade is still up.
Shit. I didn't see it. So if I see that cloud of dagger, I should move to there.
Yeah, you should definitely not enter it, which you would have seen and not done. However, this Carpathian Knight starts his turn there, so Soggy, will you please roll your secondary damage?
Let's not kill all of them, okay? Did you guys hear me?
Well, I mean, it would make sense to figure out more about what they're talking about.
Aleander, you take 9 slashing damage as the Carpathian Knight attacks you with his sword. And then
Oh, that bastard. Yeah. 50, so I should be 53. Oh, I see. Wait, that just extra attack. Wait a minute. Oh, it is not.
all right, so it attacks you again for 6 additional damage. For a total of 15 damage this turn. Harbeck, it attacks you for 5 slashing damage, and then uses its action surge. Oh, to try and hit you, but did not manage to get that extra 12 in. But the guard manages to hit you with his halberd for 9 slashing damage.
Oh, he's a traitor then.
Oops, forgot to take the 10 off of this guy. They got cut up pretty good by Soggy's attack. Donovan, you there?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm right here. I'm gonna move forward. Yeah, right about.
Soggy sort of yells, "Smash him up real good, Donovan!"
Oh, you'd be entering
And
Soggy's Cloud of Daggers if you entered there.
You could probably go
I
around.
guess
I'm okay.
you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tackle this.
Okay, so roll a grapple check. Athletics. Oh, you managed to grab him. So on the next turn, you can pin him to the ground.
Cool. That's gonna be my.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work.
Okay, so they have to make a strength difficulty check. Is that right? Wisdom saving throw. Oh, I see. You added that. I need to fix it. Okay. So, they need to make a wisdom saving throw or be dealt 18 damage from the spirits. And because you are a cleric of what kind of cleric are you again?
War cleric.
Oh, war cleric. Your spirits are probably the disembodied images of dwarven warriors as they rise up out of the ground to strike at your enemies with ethereal axes.
Works for me.
And that would be all 3 of the remaining knights.
This last one might be in it, but I don't know how you handle it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that all 3 of the remaining knights are. The 2 are already dead, so 2 of the knights make their save, but this one right here fails and dies. His body is cut to pieces by ethereal axes, and then you see a dark spirit rise up out of his body before being dragged underground by some invisible force.
That's interesting.
The other 2 in the guard will take.
Are there any of them left?
Oh, yeah, they take half damage. And I forgot to roll for the guard. Okay, so the guard takes half damage too.
Well, at least we got someone to question.
All right, so he already took the damage from the spinning blades. So he is going to step. Let's see. He's going to step here so that he has advantage against Harbeck and attack him.
Why does he have advantage?
I was gonna say that he's flanking you with that guy, but he is kind of off kilter there, so maybe
Yeah.
I'd be better off going like this.
Till it is not enough.
Nope, I can't do it. So yeah, he's just gonna step up right here and attack. Does that hit?
Nope.
Oh.
I mean, why they are knights? That's just beautiful. Oh, that's actually good.
Alright, so it does manage to hit you for the 12 slashing damage as its massive sword batters your armor.
Leave one alive. I don't care which one.
Oh,
I'm gonna
you,
attack this guy non-lethally.
don't forget that you're still slowed from the stab in your leg. So if you're using Sugar Rush, you would only be able to get 30 feet on one move. But to move there would be crossing an enemy square, which you can't do.
Okay. Just gonna end my turn then, I guess.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you remembered that your leg is still all messed up from getting stabbed with the glaive, even though you have full hit points.
Right, it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
Sagi sort of runs up to one of the Cardathian knights and says, "Don't worry, Donovan, I got it," and grabs onto its head, tries to grab onto the Carpathian knight's head. So that's a grapple.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so as you try to grab onto it, it easily just kind of knocks you to the ground. You're not prone, but like because you bounce up right away, but like it knocked you like straight to the ground.
At the end of my turn.
Okay, I will move to this position and get my advantage. I will bring down my Guando.
That is in the cloud of daggers.
Oh. Okay, I will. Shit. I will stay there then.
All right.
And I think that miss.
Yeah,
Right?
the attack missed either way, so
Yup. I'm gonna try it again.
okay.
I'm gonna launch forward. Oh wait, yeah, that's 12. That's not gonna work.
The 16 hits. Oh, you rolled with advantage again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 12 misses once again.
And I will use my second wind. Going to defensive stance. Where is my second wind? Yes, kill 9 point. Back to wait. I make this 62, so and end my turn. Oh,
All right.
shit.
The Carpathian Knight is going to move right here. And then.
Oh, right. Spiritual Guardian.
Oh, yeah. You're still concentrating on spiritual guardians. So that would be.
I'll actually let me roll a concentration save because I got damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
How many you should lure?
I'm good.
All right. So now roll 3d8.
I mean, Lens Hero 3.
It's the second one. Sorry.
It's all good. So yeah, your spiritual guardians once again hack him apart and drag his dark soul underground.
The Earthlings. Bro, I didn't know.
Wait, is the guard attacking us?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
He hit me hard.
So for the guard, he's got to roll his save, and then you have to roll your 3d8 again. All right, so he fails, so he's dead no matter what.
Yeah.
Your spiritual guardians hack the guard apart, but instead of a dark soul, there's a bright white light that is dragged underground.
Okay. As a free action, can I drop the spiritual guardian?
Yes.
I will do that.
Donovan?
Donovan.
I'm right here. I'm going
Or-
to. Okay, so is the knight that I grappled still within my grasp?
He's dead.
Yeah, the knight you
Cool.
grappled
So,
got cut apart.
all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this guy.
Okay. These guys studied wrestling in gym class apparently. Even though you got the last one, they've been rolling really high, you know. So you go to grapple this one, but he shrugs off your attack.
Someone will finish him. Oh,
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
So you punch the Carpathian Knight.
For non-lethal.
Yeah. You punch the Carpathian Knight as hard as you can with your gauntleted fist. You punch him so hard that you dent in his armor, knocking him to the ground unconscious.
Well, that happened. I will approach to that gray sword.
Yeah, so all of them have large swords that are ornate and well made, but if you cast Detect Magic, you'll notice that they're not magical or anything. They're just really, well made.
Oh, I thought they were carrying a gray sword, and yeah, not they are carrying great sword, each one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. They're just carrying like,
Yup.
what they're.
I mean, they ain't bad or nothing, They're just not
They're
magical.
just sword.
Yeah.
Yup.
I'd probably take one though. I mean, they're great weapons, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh yeah, that's not my thing.
So one is down, and that shit over there, that sneaky little shit, is dead too.
Yeah.
Is anyone else hurt?
I'm good.
Is good.
I'm all right.
Yeah, pretty much just you got your ass kicked, dwarf.
Yeah, no shit. I took 36 points. Or I'm
Oh,
sorry,
wow.
26 points.
Apparently these guys like to pick on the little guy.
I'm gonna cast a spell and heal myself in a little bit.
I'm gonna disarm the unconscious one and try to tie him up.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna cast Beacon of Hope to get the maximum healing from whatever you're about to cast?
Yeah. I'm gonna also try to use a healer's feed on myself. That'll give me 10.
I will unmask one of them.
All right,
Earthly.
pulling the helmet off of one of the dead ones, you can see that inside is a shriveled up husk of a desiccated corpse.
Ugh.
Soggy just kind of like falters back and tumbles back as he sees the face.
What about unconscious one?
Grabbing the unconscious one,
Uh, you were cut it out.
you grab the helmet off of the unconscious one, and immediately the fine porcelain skin of the beautiful young man begins to smoke and burn in the early morning sun.
They're just middlings, and also vampires. I will move him to the shadow of the tree.
Okay. He's no longer in the sun and his skin is no longer burning.
He's sort of cautious as he looks at the vampire.
He's unconscious.
I'm gonna
Yes,
shake the
but
hell out.
Soggy has always been conscious.
I will loot all of them, or try to anyway.
All right, so who is doing what with the unconscious vampire?
I'm looting.
I'm
And
gonna try to
who's
wake him up.
buying it?
Oh shit.
Or not. I will not wake him up.
Probably killed him.
So I'm
He's
just
on
shaking the
drugs.
hell out of him. Wake up, you bastard! You vampire filth!
All right, so as you begin to search, the vampire suddenly lurches at you. Is any of the other vampires going to come back? Is this vampire going to get the drop on your party? Or are you guys going to finish him off once and for good? We will find out next session, next week, on Heroes Wanted. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you anybody who's watching. And as always, good gaming.